If you're a producer, it means that I'm a producer, you are producers, we are all on his channel right now, producers, okay? And I think that we should never take days off, actually. I think that we should literally, for next literally years, be every fucking day during our stuff, okay? And I also believe, it's interesting, that we shouldn't be into this grind 24/7 mode. I think that's stupid, okay? I will never tell anybody that you should grind for 15 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week. What I suggest is like hanging out with friends every single day, hanging out with like your girl family every fucking day, doing some fun stuff every day. But what I don't suggest is going for a 10 days trip to Morocco to just enjoy life, because literally I came back from like a little, let's say, like, holiday, from a little just free time from working, because I went to mountains and hiking, and yeah, hiking was fucking fun. But I thought that, yeah, but I want to really relax hard. I don't want to totally do zero work. I want to do zero amount of work, so I will not take my laptop, okay? Because I was wondering, okay, I could like take my laptop, I could do some editing, maybe work on my course, maybe make some beats, do anything. Okay, but I said no, I will just go fucking offline, I will not fuck around, I want to take a little rest from working. And honestly, it didn't fucking work. Because I was anyway checking my notifications from Instagram DMs, and then in private Instagram, because I don't even have private Instagram at this point. I don't use it for like half of the year straight, or even more. So I had only used my like business Instagram, so I've been like checking those fucking DMs every fucking single minute. Like, not saying, maybe not like that, I was this type of guy, but I was checking it every day, multiple times a day. I was checking my YouTube statistic, I was checking my sales, I was checking my BeatStars, I was checking my WhatsApp, okay? And I understood that, fuck, like maybe I wasn't like in the mood, like, because I was after like 12 hours hike, so I was tired as fuck. So maybe after that, okay, I would like just, grab a beer and take a little rest, obviously. But I think that I would enjoy this thing more if I would just, get up in the morning and do like, 20 minutes of making beats. Like, literally, nothing crazy, nothing like crazy, not even crazy. I mean, like anything. To just get up, do some beats, maybe make some course, some lesson for the course, maybe write down some script, just do some goddamn work. Because yes, I was anyway in this mode when I I had moments when I just enjoyed the thing and I was just hiking and I was like happy because like it was pretty fucking fun to do. But I don't think that there was like, single 3 hours period, like, besides my sleep hours, where I didn't think like at least once about, okay, but I need to like do this, I don't have enough like leads, I don't have enough traffic on my type beat channels, maybe it will not work. I was still in this grind mode, but I also decided to just not touch it. But I was touching it anyway because I was checking those DMs, I was checking those stats, I was thinking, fuck, what am I supposed to do? And this took me to this conclusion that actually I would have way more fun if I just went for this hike as I planned. I would do all this fun stuff, but I would just add like literally 50 minutes of work. Maybe like not 15, 50 minutes of work, okay? 1 hour of work, like half an hour of work, to just do this really like, essential task at the beginning or at the end of the day. And it wouldn't have to change my fucking life, but just add this small little fraction to this like big grind of mine. So I think that I will like never again, like in coming years, will do this kind of thing that I will just go for a 2 weeks trip with your friends or family or whatever, and to just not care. I was anyway only few days on the trip and I felt like that. And I know if I decided that, yeah, I hit my selling goal for this year and then I will go for this crazy vacation for 2 weeks, total fucking rest, I don't think that I would even enjoy that. Like, at this point, I know that I will not enjoy that. I don't think that I'm like the only fucking person on this planet that is like, into producing and things like that. I think that most of successful guys have this mindset. Maybe somebody will randomly go on this fucking little vacation, but and I will also not enjoy it. And I think like, if you're watching this, it means that more or less you are like me. You're just watching me because you think, yeah, this guy kind of, I can relate to this guy. So yes, I've got this lesson, I've got this suggestion, I've got this just idea for you from this video, that you shouldn't just take day off. Because like, I'm, by the way, I'm talking from the perspective of a guy who just works always 7 days a week. I've never had like even though I could be not successful at all, I could not be on some really crazy fucking grind, but I've never had this idea that yeah, it's Sunday today, I can't work. Like, even though I am, it's like it's in the religion of mine that you shouldn't work on the Sunday because this is like, a holiday. But anyway, like, I would feel like trash after like sitting the whole fucking day, like, oh, I need to do something, I will watch the movie, but I can't fucking work. It would be more fucking exhausting than just sitting and doing some of my essential tasks. So yeah, but I think you're also into that because probably when you started producing, you were kind of mixing it with just your regular computer using. So like, you've been playing games for 7 days a week, so then you started to produce beats for 7 days a week. Like, I'm just kind of extreme always in stuff I used to do. I used to be total fucking loser, like, video, playing for hours and hours video games. Like, I have like 2,000 hours plus in League of Legends. I had like other fucking games for like hundreds or thousands of hours. So yeah, I'm just guy that always goes fucking extreme. So I used to play games like, 10 days, 10 days straight, 7 days a week. Okay, but now I'm a producer, so now I'm into working like 10 hours straight, 7 days a week. So that's, by the way, my perspective from that. Because if you do this kind of job that is like, you are only producing on like, weekend or something, it's kind of like, in this case, this message is kind of stupid, okay? But anyway, if you do this kind of thing, it means that you're on some grind for those remaining 5 days. So you're in school, you're in job, you're in something. So anyway, you will have this thought that yeah, right now I would love to take a holiday. No, I think that literally I've never really like tested it. Like, going on a fucking 1 week trip, taking my laptop and like, working in this, let's say, not even like half my hours, but like a quarter of my hours. So sitting 2 hours of work in the morning, and then I go to enjoy my stuff. I will do that like sooner or later, and I will let you know. Then right now, while I'm recording this, I don't have experience with this. I know maybe it's fucking trash idea, but I think that I would rather just sit at my house, hang out with my friends here, like, maybe even do something like this, that from like 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. you work for 3 hours, you do all the necessary stuff, but after 7 a.m. you plan this crazy trip to another city with your boys, and you go like, you grab a drink, you like, hang out with some girls, you go to a party, or you even go to this fucking hike, okay? You go to the mountains nearby, you go for a fucking hike. That's also fucking sounds dope. And by the way, this stuff seems the most fucking like, sexy for me probably. And when I talk with my guys they are not producers, okay, but they are like with generally my boys, and I mentioned that yeah, we could just go to this place, we could work for like few hours or even full-time hours there, and then just in the evening just chill together, go like, go to the bars. So we could literally like, work 7 days a week, 10 hours a day, but we could still just go out in the evening. And as we are like, we would be all like by together, it would be really fucking enjoyable. So I think that we as producers, generally, we should totally 100% aim for this kind of lifestyle where every day is fun, but we never take day off. I don't even have like fancy name for it, because I just sat down. I was meant to record the course right now, but because I've been out, I haven't like recorded video for a while, so I just wanted to kind of warm up. And yeah, that's actually what I wanted to deliver, that I think that this is what we should aim for. So we shouldn't we shouldn't just, yeah, I think that the core of my like, idea behind this, we shouldn't get to the point when we feel urged to take a day off. Because for example, before I went for this trip for a few days, I was like in this really fucking, and it was nice in this grind mode where I didn't like hang out with anybody for like a week straight, okay? Because for me, like, now, maybe it depends on like your social life, but for me, this whole fucking week when I'm not in school and I'm not in regular job, it means that I'm literally at home. I talk with my like family, and sometimes I will text somebody. And yeah, I was in this for 1 week because I said, yeah, I will focus on making this course, because I'm making this course on selling beats. by the way, and making your beats better too. So I thought, yeah, I will get into this grind mode, but honestly, it wasn't really fun because when I started, for example, I could record like 4 hours, like a whole module of 4 hours of like rough material. Like rough material was over 5 hours, but I got like 4 hours 40 minutes of that. But the second day was like 2 hours. The third day was less than 2 hours, and yeah, I just thought that fuck, bro, like literally when you don't have just fun during your regular week, regular day, you will get burned out. I don't know, maybe some people, I don't know, there are guys that, for example, they work in other way that we work as producers, because, for example, like, generally, like, factory worker or some 9 to 5 worker, and I mean, low level and also high level, in all cases, they just work in this one specific place, at specific hours, at specific amount of money, and they have to be here, they have to be at this hour, they have to this. So I don't want to go on this crazy run, escape 9 to 5, don't be a slave. Let's just be chill with that. But generally, if you're this kind of guy, you just have to be there. And then, like, you work, you work like a maniac for like 10 weeks, and then you go for actually probably more like 20 weeks plus, and then you go for this 2 weeks straight without a job. Because, by the way, in this case, you can't really do your job in the on the vacation, because you'd have to be in this one specific place. But we as producers generally, yeah, because that's message that I really love to deliver, that we really can't produce for more than 4 hours, okay? Generally, this is just science, data fucking proven. We can't get into deep work focus, which producing is, for more than 4 hours. So we have only like few hours a day to really make beats, okay? We couldn't make, like, sitting for one day for 20 hours is worse than sitting like 5 hours for 5 days, 2 hours every day, okay? I would rather see you 7 days a week producing for 1 hour than for one day like 15 hours, okay? Even though it's like 2 times, volume is 2 times bigger in this case, but still I would rather you to just produce for 1 hour every day than to just sit once a week and produce for 15 hours, okay? Because this is not how brain works. Brain, it gives you really nice creative ideas if you just lets you produce beats. Like, that just don't even get this vague fucking vibe of this video. You are able to produce beats for like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3, maybe 4 if you're producer for like years. If you're producer for like 12 months, for like just 1 year, probably you get burnt out after 2 hours, and all fucking work you do after 2 hours is useless. So yeah, this video kind of gives you this fucking plot twist, because yes, you shouldn't take days off, but you also shouldn't get into stupid grind mode, because if you want to be only a producer, what is the best fucking like lifestyle for us is to just produce beats, then do some marketing and connect, working on your connections with them, upload and stuff. This all stuff should 4 hours producing, then like 2 hours of networking, maybe 4 hours, so you have like 8 hours. But then we just go offline, we read books, we hang out with our boys, we hang out with some fucking girl, we go to a party, we do fucking anything but work for remaining hours of the day. And in this case, we can maintain it for like months, years. I can't talk about decades, because this is not something that I could talk about, because I'm definitely too young for that, okay? I've been producing for like 4 years, but yeah, I'm sure that it's like easy to maintain like 1 year of producing if you do this in a smart way, not in a dumb way, okay? By the way, most of you guys, and that's also for me, that now, for example, you will go to university, you go to high school, or you are just right now in one of these, so job, high school, university, whatever. So you will also will go to this, to take days off, because it's like you're into 9 to 5, or you are in a school which is also kind of 9 to 5 type of experience. So in this case, what I suggest, and what I will definitely do with my university that starts in like 3 weeks, I will just take probably some days off, with some free time from university, but I will take this fucking laptop with me, I will produce some beats, I will just go to mountains to just ski, let's say, with my boys. But I will take my laptop before we go out for 2 hours, I will produce beats, and then I will feel so fucking fulfilled. So yeah, this is basically what I want to tell you, that if you just feel like me, while you are kind of off the work. That you literally would rather sometimes just go and sit at your computer and make some beats than just go grab a beer in the bar. It means that you probably should. Like, the more experienced you are, the more your guts tell you proper messages, okay? You should trust your instinct when you get kind of experienced. If you trusted your like instinct like 3 years ago before you started producing, it wouldn't be that good. But still, you watch this, you are like me, you are similar to me, or you want to be like me, which means you will sooner or later get like not only better with producing, but generally better with life, because I don't want to make this channel too like lifestyle. But yeah, generally producing is just one like small factor that I improved in my life over like, let's say, last 3 years, because generally at like age of 16 I was kind of a loser, honestly. So I was doing a lot of drinking, smoking. I was producing beats totally like hobby, but I tried to upload them to YouTube, but with no success, no money made, no blow up. But then generally after breakup I just started grinding on my shit. And I mean, like, producing was one of those things, but I wouldn't be good producer if I didn't grind like my physics, my social skills, my reading, also my school, which we could all shit on the education system. I'm telling you that you don't need to put too much into this thing and you can still be fucking producer. Because I would have tell you this, that like, you're watching me, so I'm probably like more experienced than you in producing, but I will tell you I'm also probably better at studying because like I am total A plus student from high school. Like, I totally I don't want to like brag totally too much about this, but generally for last 2 years of high school, I just decided that, because for first 2 year, for like second year of high school is when I started really grinding. I started my grind at this point, and I thought, yeah, I will focus only on those like Think and Grow Rich and I know Poor Dad Rich Dad books. I will only produce beats, or I was also into rapping, so I will make rap music. I will produce beats. I will be only into making money. I haven't made, by the way, any single cent online at this point, so it was kind of brave belief. And yeah, I fucked up my studying totally in second year, but in third and fourth year of high school, I just thought that, yeah, fuck that, I could put some work into that. It's probably not that hard. And yeah, I could like, I didn't even really have to like sit and study, which is interesting. I just was in classes. I've never done this like in classes that was important for me. So physics and math was important, and some stuff for like my board exams, but it was like not that important. But I had two important like subjects. Never use the phone on them, never like I feel that I missed like 2-3 classes of math and physics like overall in the final year of high school. I mean, like one lesson of physics probably in the whole fucking year. Okay, literally. Okay, so yeah, and that and then I put some fucking stuff, like, put some work into this, some studying at home, but that was it. So generally, yeah, my point is that I kind of get lost with that. Yeah, but yeah, because I kind of went too far from my basic topic. But generally, what I want to tell you is that even like, you probably are into educational system, into like, into 9 to 5, for guys watching this, it's probably pretty fucking relevant. But yeah, we just should anyway don't take days off, and we should aim for this lifestyle when our beats can pay for our life. At this point, we should just tell fuck you to this whole stuff, because like, if you can make, let's say, 3K a month while you are like 19 or even like 20, so before age of finishing like university, like no other, like, in the USA and some more like rich countries, it's probably kind of different, okay? But for example, for me in Poland, and for I think that a lot of guys in Europe and stuff like this, maybe some Asia, if you could make like 3K fucking a month, okay, there is no fucking chance that you get this before finishing university, and even after finishing university, there is no way. So we should aim for lifestyle where we can just, we can just pay for all our fucking bills with beats, and then never take the days off. Just work every fucking day, but keep it just so nice that you can maintain this for like 1 year straight of producing. And just coming back to my point with generally my school, because I remember what was my point with that. That yes, I had to improve all my stuff to just become who I am. So generally, it's like this video generally is not just about what I wanted to tell you at the beginning. So it's just kind of more chill. So I will tell you, if you want to become outstanding producer, you also want to become outstanding fucking human being. Okay? Even if like some outstanding man, probably women also could just use this advice, because yes, you should improve your physique, you should improve your social skills, you should improve just your reading skills, your studying skills, you should improve like every fucking area of your life. I don't think that being a producer requires you to just sometimes say no to some things, but never say no to improvements to your life. Like, okay, there's probably some not necessary improvements that we don't really need, but don't say no to improvements. Just keep your fucking lifestyle nice, don't take days off. And if you just think that I'm kind of that you can relate to stuff that I'm talking about, you can just watch my other videos on this channel. And if you want to invest in your producing career, you can check out my paid product. It's like first link in the description. There's like a lot of courses from me, and also whole fucking community. Like, I don't want to call it a course, because it's like whole ecosystem for us producers to just like connect, work together, grind together, and go full time sooner or later with our crowd. So that's all for today. Go check first link in the description. Watch my other videos. Bye.